Brahmistascha Pragaspati. Word to word meaning Tat, his, Putrau, sons, Aparau, others, Ashtam, were born, Kyatau, very famous, Swarasai, in the Swaro Shisha, millennium, Antare, of the Manu, Udatya, Bhagavan, very mighty, Shakshat, directly, Brahmista cha, fully spiritually advanced, Bragaspati, translation for 35. Besides these 4 daughters, she also had another 2 sons. One of them was known as Utatya and other was a learned scholar Pragaspati. See, now here we are discussing Angira Rishi and his wife Shraddha has 4 daughters and 2 sons. Next, 36. Polastyo Ajanayat Patnyam Agastyam cha Havir Bhuvi So Anya Janmani Dakhragnir Vishravascha Mahatapaha Polastayo Ajanayat Patnyam Agastyam cha Havir Bhuvi So Anya Janmani Dakhragnir Vishravascha Mahatapa. Word to word meaning Pulastaya. The sage Pulastaya Ajanayat begot Patnyam in his wife Agastyam, the great sage Agastya. Cha also Havir Bhui in Havir Bhu. Sha he Agastya. Anya Janmani in the next birth. Dakhra Agni, the digesting fire. Vishrava cha and Mahatapa, greatly powerful because of austerity. Translation by Prabhupada ki. Next we are talking about Pulastaya. Pulastaya begot in his wife Havir Bhu one son of the name Agastya, who in his next birth became Dakhragni. Besides him, Pulastya begot another very great and saintly son whose name was Vishrava. 37. So far we finished 3. First one and 2 become Angira and Shraddha has 4. Angira and Shraddha has 4 daughters and 2 sons. Now Pulastaya has 2 sons. One is Agastya and another one is great sage Vishrava. We did 2. Now 37. Tasya yakshapatir deva Kuberastu ida vidha sutta Ravana kumbhakarnascha tata anyashyam vibhishana tasya yakshapatir deva कुबेरस्तु इदविधा सूत रावणा कुम्भकर्णाश्च तथा अन्यसां विभीषणा. Word to word meaning. Tasya, his. Yakshapadi, the king of the Yaksha. Deva, demigod. Kubera, Kuvera. Tu, and. Idavidha, of Idavidha. Suta, son. Ravana, Ravana. Kumbhakarna, the name Kumbhakarna. Cha, also. Tata, so. Anyasyam, in the other. Vibhishana, Vibhishana. Vishrava had two wives. The first wife was Idavidha, from whom Kuvera, the master of all Yakshas, was born. The next wife was named Keshini, from whom three sons were born: Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Vibhishana. Next, number 38. Pulahasya Gadir Bharya Trin Asuta Sati Sutan Karma Shreshtam Vari Yamsham Sagishnum Cha Mahamate. Pulahasya Gadir Bharya Trin Asuta Sati Sutan Karmashratam Variyamsham Sagishnum Cha Mahamate. Pulahasya, of Pulaha. Gati, Gati. Bharya, wife. Trin, three. Asuta, gave birth. Sati, chaste. Sutan, sons. Karma Srastam, very expert in fruitful activities. Variyamsam, very respectable. Sagishnum, very tolerant. Cha, also. Mahamate, O great Vidura. Translation. Gati, the wife of sage Pulaha, gave birth to three sons named Karma Shrestha, Varyan, Sagishnu, and all of them were great sages. Purport by Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki Gati, the wife of Pulaha, was the fifth daughter of Kharda Muni. She was very faithful to her husband, and all her sons were very good as he. Next, 39. Kratar api kriya bharya Valakilyan ashuyata Rishin Shashti Sagasrani Jwalato Brahma Tejasa Krator api kriya bharya Vala kilyan asuyata Rishin Shashti Sahasrani Jwalado Brahma Tejasa. Word to word meaning. Krato. Of the great sage Kratu. Api. Also. Kriya. Kriya. Bharya. Wife. Valakilyan. Just like Valakilya. Asuyata. Begot. Rishin. Sages. Shashti. 60. Sahasrani. 1,000. Jwalata. Very brilliant. Brahma Tejasa. By the dint of the Brahman effulgence. Translation. Kratu's wife Kriya gave birth to 60,000 great sages named the Valakilyas. All these sages were greatly advanced in spiritual knowledge and their bodies were illuminated by such knowledge. Purport. Kriya was the sixth daughter of Kardama Muni, and she produced 60,000 sages who are known as the Valakilyas because they all retired from family life as Vanaprasthas. Last one, 40. Urjayam Jajjine Putra Vashistasya Parantapa Chitrakedu Pradhanaste Sapta Brahma Rishayo Amala Urjayam Jajjire Putra Vashistasya Parantapa Chitrakedu Pradhanaste Sapta Brahma Rishayo Amala. Word to word meaning. Urjaya. In Urja. Jajjire. Took birth. Putra. Sons. Vasishtasya. Of the great sage Vasishtha. Parantapa. O great one. Chitraketu. Chitraketu. Pradhana. Headed by. Te. All the sons. Sapta. 7. Brahma Rishaya. Great sages with spiritual knowledge. Amala. Without contamination. The great sage Vasishtha begot in his wife Urja, sometimes called Arundhati. 7 spotlessly great sages headed by the sage named Chitraketu. Now, please, one by one, sloka, please recite one by one. 34 to 40. Is it okay? One. Only one. 34, please. Shraddhata Angirasa Patni Sadashro Asuta Kanyaka Sinivali Kuhuraka Chadurti Anumatistata Shraddhatu Angirasa Patni Sadashro Sutakanyaka Sinivali Kuhuraka Chadurti Anumadistata Shraddha tu Angirasa Patni Chatrashoshuta Kanyaka Shinivali Kuhuraka Chadurti Anumatistata Om Ajnana-timirandasya jnananjana-salakaya Chakshur-unmilitam yena tasmai Shri Guruve namaha Shri Chaitanya manobhistam stapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Katamahyam Tatadi Sopatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sakrajadam Sakagana Raghunatanvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savaduvam Parijana Sagidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vidam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dheena Bandho Jagatpade Gobesha Gobika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostude Tapta Kanjana Kaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Tevi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhashya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayam Udirayed Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavada Sevaya Bhagavadi Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavadi Nashtike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Koba Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Mataji, would you like to stand the first sloka? 34, please. Shraddha tu Angirasa Patni Sadashroshuta Kanyaha Sinivali Kuhuraka Chadurti Anumatistata Hare Krishna. Because 7 sloka I might be the hurry, so I forgot to tell to recite. That's why. Sorry for that. Today we are going to discuss about the 7 points I mentioned in the printout. The 4.1 start with Maitreya and Vidura discussion. So Maitreya start with the daughters of Manu, like that. And then we are going to talk about Pulastaya Rishi, then Angirasa Rishi, and then how powerful was the sage Agastya. The 10 topics of Srimad Bhagavatam 2.10.1. Here we are talking about Visarga, and then we are going to touch a little bit of 6.6.19 Srimad Bhagavatam, which is related to Angira Rishi, and lastly Bhishma Pitamaha, Prachara and Pulastaya. Pulastaya gives some discussion with the Bhishma Pitamaha, that also we are going to discuss, only those things. First, in the starting of chapter 4 to kind of first chapter, Maitreya Rishi and Vidura discussion that Swayambhu Manu has 3 daughters, and who are they and all you know already. And then it's going basically this whole chapter discussion between Vidura and Maitreya. Maitreya explaining Vidura, so many questions asked by Vidura, which is responded by Maitreya Rishi, his Guru Maharaj. Pulastaya. I am taking only those sages which is covered in the 7th sloka. He is one of 10 Prachapadi and one of the mind-born son of Brahma, and also one of the Sapta Rishi, the great seven great sages. In the first Manvantara, that is the age of first Manu, which is Swayambhuva Manu. Who are all the seven Sapta Rishi? The very first Manvantara is Marichi, Atri, Angirada, Kratu, Pulaha, Vasishta and Pulastaya. These 7 rishis are the first Swayambhuva Manu time Sapta Rishis. Pulastaya serves as the medium through which some of the Purana was communicated to the mankind. He received Vishnu Puran from Brahma and communicated it to Parachara, who made it known to mankind. Basically, Vishnu Puran he received from Brahma and he transmitted to Parachara Muni, who is father of Vyasadeva. This has been mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam 6.6.19. Then Pulastaya also responds to the questions of Narada in the Vamana Purana by reciting lot of slokas in Vamana Purana by sage Pulastaya. This is some brief of Pulastaya. He is one of the Saptarishi and he informed Vishnu Puran to Parachara Muni, and he also recited various poems or slokas in Vamana Purana. Is all mentioned in 6.6.19. And we will see 6.6.19. What is there in 6.6.19 Srimad Bhagavatam? The Prajapati Angira had 2 wives named Swadha and Sati. The wife named Swadha accepted all the Pitas as her son, and Sati accepted Adarva Angirasa Veda as her son. This is what mentioned in 6.6.19. Further down, it is also mentioned that he has communicated discussion between him and Bhishma Pitamagar. That is also mentioned in the other purport. What it is mentioned is when Pulastaya meet Bhishma Pitamagar, and Bhishma Pitamagar give respect to Pulastaya, and then the discussion starts, and Pulastaya explained the dharma which he has received from Brahma, that he explained to Bhishma Pitamaga. So some of the lessons which Bhishma Pitamaga has received from Pulastaya, but Pulastaya also received from it Brahma. It is come parampara from Krishna to Brahma, Brahma to Pulastaya, Pulastaya to Bhishma Pitamaga. And then we will go to the next point. So I covered the point number 1 and point number 2, Pulastaya Rishi. Number 3 is Angira Rishi. Angira Rishi, we have discussed on the other day how Angira Rishi is very powerful. He is the one who wrote Atharva Veda. He given the responsibility to write Atharva Veda, and he did the Atharva Veda. The thing is, to write Atharva Veda is not that easy. It's one of the highly difficult tasks. When Vyasadeva said whom I can give, then among all the rishis, only one person he can able to identify, which is Angira Rishi. And this task has been given to Angira Rishi because such magical things are there, and there is no other person can do, only Angira can do. That's why the task is given to Angira Rishi. Angira Rishi also is one of the mind-born son of Brahma and Sapta Rishi of first Manvantara. He is touted as the ancestor or father of Agni lineage. He is the author of Atharvaveda. Utya, Pragaspati, Sudanva and Gautama are his sons. And we discussed on other, maybe a couple of months ago, regarding about 4 Vedas we discussed, and then Angira also we discussed in an elaborate way. Who is he, how he did all the things. I don't think we need to repeat again. Now, the good thing is, I used to think about Agastya Muni. I will not tell anything about Agastya Muni. Okay, now I get the chance to talk about Agastya Muni, because in Agastya Muni in Tamil area, the people used to talk more about Agastya Muni. So even a lot of cinema also came with Agastya Muni, and one of the popular rishi in South India. And I read some of the reference. It mentioned that Agastya Muni is in what you call it, Tamil region. He mentioned as a Tamil region. So before that, I want to tell one other story of the Agastya Muni. See, one day Tirupati Balaji Srinivas went to his ashram, Agastya Muni ashram in Madurai, and he just like Lord Balaji, like a Brahmin form, went to Agastya Muni ashram and then asked, can I get one cow? At that time, Agastya was not there. And then only his disciple was there. And then he said that, my Guru Maharaj is not there, I can't give. Moreover, you came alone, you are not come with your wife, so I can't give like that. The disciple of Agastya Muni told him. Then Lord Balaji Srinivas became angry, and then he left. Immediately, a couple of minutes later, Agastya Muni came. What happened? They came, and then it, oh, he realized, oh, it is Lord Balaji came. Oh, he said, no, you got to give. Then all the Shishya of Agastya following him back, pulling the cow, go in the, take the cow, take the cow. That is the way we are telling in Tirupati, Govinda. It is not Govinda, that is called Govinda. The Govinda, all of them moving along with the Srinivasa, including Agastya Rishi, Govinda, take the cow, take the cow, take the cow. That is the way, even now everyone going there, Govinda is making a big noise. That is originally started with Agastya Rishi and his disciples to take in the cow. When the Srinivas asked the cow from the temple, they didn't give initially because the disciples don't know. Then Agastya Muni come, then everyone came, and then they take the cow like that, Govinda like that. That is the way it came as a Govinda. That is one of the story behind the Govinda of the Balaji temple, which is basically start from Agastya Muni. Sage Agastya was the grandson of Lord Brahma and son of Sage Pulastaya. Sage Vishrava, the father of Kubera and Ravan, was his brother. He used to live in South India in the Tamil region. Actually, he is the promoter of the Tamil language after learning this language from Lord Shiva. Once, when all the gods and demigods went to attend the marriage ceremony of Lord Shiva in Himalaya, in the north region of the earth, become overweight, he alone was capable enough to balance the earth with his weight being situated in the south. This story many of you may already aware that when everyone went to attend the Lord Shiva marriage in the north, so in the south the earth became overweight. The north side is not able to balance. At that time, Agastya Muni can able to balance it on a single-handed. That is one of the story behind in Lord Shiva. It is coming in that movie also. Lord Shiva used to come to him for satsang and spiritual discourse, primarily for listening to the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra and Lord Krishna. Agastya Rishi is a powerful sage who is known for his wisdom and knowledge. He has the ability to transform his body into any form he desires, and he also has the power to control the elements. Lord Ram and Lakshman received very powerful weapons from sage Agastya, which sage Agastya invented by his penance and sacrifice. Lord Ram and Lakshman received the powerful weapon from sage Agastya. Once to kill demons, Lord Indra requested him to drink all the sea water. Those days, the sea water was not salty. It's mentioned there, that's why I say, how can he drink? Once in Vindhyachal Parvat mountain, was very proud of his strength. Sage Agastya taught him a lesson by pressing with his foot. So when somebody is in very too much proud, and when Agastya saw that one, he wanted to teach a lesson by pressing his foot. The mountain cannot be able to take it. So this is some few things about sage Agastya. And we already discussed the 10 topics of Srimad Bhagavatam 2.10.1. So, Atra sargo visargascha snanam poshanam utaya manvantare ishanukada nirodha muktir ashraya. This 10 we discussed earlier, it is 2.10.1, but here we are going to discuss only Visarga, which is secondary creation by Lord Brahma and subsequently by all the rishis and his wife, what we mentioned to discuss. That is the reason we are talking about 2.10.1 little bit, and then which point we are discussing is only Visarga of 2.10.1. So actually primary creation is only by Krishna. We know that everyone, Ishvara, Parama, Krishna, Satchit, Ananda Vigraha, Anadir Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana, Karanam, cause of all causes is only Krishna. He is the primary, and secondary creation all done by Brahmaji and other sages, whatever we mentioned, discussed so far. Any doubts so far? Any questions so far? Go. So I remember that last week or week before I given an analogy about the primary and secondary creation. So without primary there won't be any secondary creation. Primary creation is Krishna, like a rail engine analogy. Rail the moving the entire 30 bogie or 40 bogie. Here we say only 8 compartment. So in the first compartment moving, which is engine, but all other compartments following the main engine in the first compartment. So that means that it is all of them are moving, but there is a one primary, which is the engine, which is in the very first compartment. In India and all, usually it will be minimum 40 compartment will be there, and it will be pulled by the main engine in the first compartment. So that was the analogy for primary and secondary creation, and primary creation is only Krishna, and then it is enabled by Brahma to do the rest of the job for the entire creation of the manifestation, entire manifestation. And we said we are in, we discussed about the first Manu and Sapta Rishis, and where we are living now, which is with Manu. So, in seventh one, Vaivasa Manu. When we do Sankalpa, we say Mama Pakta Samasta Trudak Shaitarashi Vaivasa Manvantare, and we will when Sankalpa we say Vaivasa Manvantare. We are in the seventh Manu, and what are the seven Sapta Rishis now? Vaivasa Manu. Atri, Pruhu, Kusta, Vasishta, Gautama, Kashyapa, Angira, Rishayaha. Those seven people are Saptarishi for current Manu. So just for comparison, from the first Manu and we are in seventh Manu. That we used to tell in the Gayatri Mantra every day morning, we go to tell seven Rishi and keeping the hand like this, and then tell seven Rishi. And that seven Rishi I am telling, I believe that it is seven Rishi is now for this Manvantara. And we also tell some other Rishi, but when Sapta Rishi will tell, with these seven Rishi we will tell in the beginning of Gayatri Mantra. And what we are taking here, the thing is the secondary creation and how Brahma followed by Brahma son and Gardama Muni and all those people, how the progeny has happened, secondary creation. And this chapter specifically, we are saying that the chapter head is the genealogical table of the daughter of Manu, that is Swayambhuva Manu. And what is her wife? Swayambhuva Manu, her wife name? Satarupa. And then from there, three daughters, correct? Devahuti, Ahuti, and Prasuti. And Devahuti married to Gardhamuni, and Gardhamuni 9 daughters, and out of some 9 daughters, we are seeing some of the daughters in this verse. And when we see why there are a lot of progeny and other people are there, why we have selected here Swayambhuva Manu and their daughters and their progeny thing. Because we remember that I think it is in 3rd canto, we discuss about Swayambhuva Manu, and he got darshan of Lord Vishnu. And what is the special thing about him, and what is the special thing about his daughter and Gardhamuni? It says that when Lord given the darshan to Swayambhuva Manu, and he is extremely good in devotional service. He is such a wonderful devotee of the Lord, and Lord pleased his devotional service and gave the darshan to him. And because he is the sincere devotee and he progenited the daughters, they are also extremely good and a devotee of the Lord. And Devahuti married to Gardhamuni. And after Gardhamuni, and Kapila was Lord Kapila born. So like that, they are all devotee family, and their main job is to do the devotional service. That is the key point here, that how the importance of devotional service, and that is the beauty of Krishna giving the darshan to Swayambhuva Manu. Prabhupada also mentioned in n number of discussion that how you can see the Lord. You can see the Lord only by doing devotional service. There is no other way you can see the Lord. So this is the key to success. How you can elevate into your Krishna consciousness is only by doing a devotional service. The way in which Prabhupada designed the ISKCON and the routine activities is all focused to do devotional service. Whenever we do the service and we are thinking of Krishna, we are praying to Krishna, and Prabhupada want us, and each and every one of us, to focus on devotional service in some form or other. The key is devotional service. That is the way this Swayambhuva Manu and their generation, given the importance, the lineage is coming through that. Even Brahma has n number of sons, and they have a lot of lineage, but they have mentioned here Swayambhuva Manu only because the Krishna, Lord is pleased with his service, not only pleased, and given the darshan to Swayambhuva Manu. That is the reason. That means that's an amazing devotee. So the key point to take away is how to become amazing devotee. There are Navavida Bhakti is there. You can do anything, but the focus should be on Krishna. Focus should be on Krishna. Whatever you do, think Krishna, do the service. That is the key focus on this. All this sloka is one point is devotional service. Any doubts, any questions so far? What did you say? Cool. So from my point side, I have only that points. I will check all the points are covered. Yes, I covered the first one, second, third, fourth. All of them I covered, 7 points. And Hamsari Prabhu will check the points whether I covered or not. Again, this is drama. Prabhuji, you didn't cover this one. Yes, I covered everything. This is the agenda is covered. Happy to take any questions. Yes, please, Prabhu. Okay. Okay. Y- yes. Okay. It's 39, correct? Yes. Which sloka it is? Okay, 40. 40, okay. The great Vasishta begot in his wife Urja, sometimes called Arundhati, 7 spotlessly great sages headed by the sage named Chitraketu. So, Chitraketu, the thing we discussed another day, and you want to talk about Vasishta. Uh, Vasishta is one of the Brahma Rishi. I believe, is that the Rishi was in the Kanchipuram temple, Prabhu? Kanchipuram temple, then they give sand to all the labors and it become gold, correct? See, okay. Vasishta is when the Kanchipuram Varadaraja Perumal temple is constructed those days, and they want to give the wages for the laborers who involved in the construction activities, and he take just one handful of sand and give it to the labor. Whatever work he done, that will convert into gold according to his choice. Not according to choice, according to his work. He done maybe 10 days work, 10 days worth of gold will come. One fellow did 360 days, then 360 days worth of gold will come. And Vasishta and Arundhati, why they mentioned in the wedding, the great sage Vasishta in his wife Urja, sometimes called Arundhati, 7 spotless great sages headed by Chitraketu. And from my I have not read much about those of them, but that Rishi, Vasishta, and they are the couple love each other very much, and their kids also brilliant. I believe for that reason they have mentioned in the weddings and all. I believe that is another reason, but I have not read much of that. Prabhuji, you want to say add anything? Excellent. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, God. Thank you. Any other question? Yes, please. Mm. The reason is he has to check with his boss, Guru Maharaj. And other thing is, normally those days they will give cow only to come with family, husband and wife. He came alone, and that reason my Guru Maharaj is not there, so I can't give. And moreover, you came alone and not with your wife. I can't give like that. The disciple told him. That is the two reason. But once Agatya came, he knows who is that. It is only Lord Balaji. Then they going back behind him, running, taking the cow and go to give it to him. That is the thing. The Goinda. Take the cow, Goinda like that. Go means cow, Inda means take it. Yeah. Tamil and Telugu both the same, I believe. Inda means take it, go means cow. That is why it happened. Nowadays, even the people are talking, telling about the sound is abnormal. You can see everywhere, right from the lower, but down the Tirumala to end of Tirumala, you can see that sound. That sound is started by Agastya Muni. ग्रंथजा श्रीमद् भागवतम की, प्रभुपाद की, श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की। हरे कृष्ण।